Welcome back, everyone, to Undermountain, our epic dungeon delving adventure here on Javelin Entertainment. We stream this story about every Thursday, starting around 6 p.m. Central. Getting more and more-ish as we go. If you missed the last chapter, you can find it on the channel page or by clicking on the playlist link in the description. Last time, our adventurers were racing against the clock to save Zella. Ari smashed out the single diamond from the statue, but it was not enough. Valcrie sensed some movement in the water and tried to swim in that direction to investigate, calling the others to join, and Elias tried to divine from his god if there were diamonds nearby and got a response that salvation was nearby, but not necessarily by spell or stone. All the party began to race in the direction Valcrie had pointed, and in the meantime, Zannah, Valcrie, and Zella all began to have a translucency that set in over their skin. As they made it to the source, the party found a hidden treasure trove guarded by some Kua Toa, recently broken from the Aboleth's control. They searched through the treasure and found no diamonds, but multiple weapons. Elias heard whispers from the pile of treasure and searched through to find a dagger, the blade of lost love, and placed it within Zella's hand. Zella's spirit was pulled into the blade and her eyes opened, however it seemed like her spirit was now tied to the blade itself. Elias and Ari teamed up to find a fiendish weapon, and Valcrie talked to it, finding out that it was some sort of monarch. Elias also determined that the translucency to everyone's skin was caused by an Aboleth disease that made their skin allergic to the air. The party then determined that they needed to head to the service to alleviate this disease after a rest, and while preparing for the rest, Ari examined the weapons to determine which one to make a pact with, choosing the Soul of Wind spear. The party took a few moments in the quiet chamber to rest and began their journey back to the surface. And that is where we return to find our adventurers today. Looks like you guys are already on the page. So you all have completed your long rest and are still within this treasure trove here in the Twisting Caverns.
So we delineated our plan of how to get out to last week, and we would like to go about that if that's acceptable.
For the most part, yeah. So I just think we just need to cover how you guys are getting upriver.
Oh yeah, we're going to Skullport, and then we are taking a ship home.
No, how are you getting to Skullport? How are you going up the river to Skullport to get to the
great question.
entrance? Because you are currently surrounded by the river, essentially.
Is the edge of the river easily walkable for most of the distance?
I guess, actually, you know what? You guys... short answer is no on that, but you guys do know that there is a path to the far east of the kind of chamber where you fought the creature, where you had to run into it initially the first time.
Yeah, I see that. It's grayed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can get back. However, I mean, I don't remember how we got back from here, but I remember that we did.
So you guys have made it. Let's see. I don't have these up.
I can draw an arrow if you zoom out. So I know we like I have vision to I don't have vision, but I mean I have grayed out vision to here. And I remember we got back to all the places from here. I just don't remember how.
So you crossed the river to do that, but theoretically you know that you could follow it north to get back as well.
Yeah, we would like to do that then.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then let's go ahead.
And we came up with our strategy of how to use spell slots and everything to keep wetting people down as necessary.
Moist. We're gonna keep them moist. Wait,
you guys know that that each spell slot buys you essentially 30 minutes.
Hang on. One. Let me. Sorry, I need to look at spells because reading is hard. So, did we ever discuss if humanoids were edible?
What?
I don't think we discussed this.
Okay, would you consider a humanoid edible?
Where are you going with this?
Just abstractly, if I
This
were
does
to
not
eat
sound
a
abstractly.
humanoid, if I were to eat a humanoid, would that be possible?
Theoretically?
Like, would it have nutritional value? Sure. Like, you could chemically break it down.
Okay, so then if I cast Purify Food and Drink on a humanoid, it would no longer be diseased, right?
No.
Because they are edible, which makes them food, and therefore purifiable.
Once you kill them, sure.
You already tried Lesser Restoration on the
Yeah.
thing, right? Okay.
Yep, it required more powerful magic than I had, which is why we're heading back up to the temple and exchanging lots of our
That's
currency for.
I mean,
that's what I thought.
Help.
I was just
theoretically, even if I were to allow that, it still wouldn't work because it's not high
Oh.
enough magic.
Yep.
Oh, is there like a level requirement?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, in other words, we are being the good guys, and we are going to exchange our currency for saving our friends, as opposed to letting them perish.
Damn, that's a hard bargain.
It is what it is. Like, sometimes you have to play the hero.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Sorry. Does the level requirement apply to lay on hands? Because lay on hands can cure the target of what can cure one disease, but
But
it's not
a
it's
spell.
not leveled. So like I don't know how the leveling rules would the level rules would interact with that. Because like my divine health protected me from getting the disease, so
Correct.
I don't know if it could also cure the disease, since that's a thing lay on hands can do.
I would probably say no. Due to the way it's worded.
Okay.
If it
I
says
don't know
requires a
how it's
spell
worded.
level.
It's
I-
not
I-
necessarily a spell level, but this is. I don't think it would. I don't think it would work.
Okay. I will. Once we get it sorted out, we can look at it and have a fun theoretical discussion. But that's fine for now.
Cool. So yeah, we will expend spell slots and try and get our people back up.
Okay. Are you guys headed north to try and go via the land, or are you going the way that you went before, and trying to cross the river?
Do we know a good land route back to Skullport that way?
Kind of. So the land route you haven't fully explored, but know the rough direction and know that you don't have to cross the river. The riverway you have fully explored, but you just have to cross the river.
We have to cross it first.
Correct.
That's easy. I can use one thing of night and cross everybody over if we can take the river route.
That'll work.
So yeah, I'm happy to do that.
All right, go ahead and mark that off.
Boom.
And you all are easily able to make your way across the river and back up towards the entrance to this level of Undermountain, and quickly finding your way back through the mushroom forests and to the entrance that you had been guided to before, and out back into the tunnels that lead towards Skullport. And I believe, let's see, should be lower Skullport. I want to say it's lower Skullport.
Why is it so laggy?
I think that might be your internet because you came in weird on my end.
Okay.
Yes, so let's fix that because he's gone. But yes, you all do enter into the city of Skullport once again.
And yeah, we would like to. You said you had the sailor background stuff that would help you negotiate passage on vessels. Andrew?
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I got a message in a work group chat. Can you?
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just World War III and being a cyber operator.
Oh yeah.
I'm still in a training pipeline, but there's some talk about or there's some rumors at least about pulling those of us that are far enough along and just being like, well, you're a real boy now. Good luck.
Congratulations, you graduated. Now go attack Russia.
Oh, no.
I mean, I could neither confirm nor deny.
Oh dear.
No,
But,
that's fair.
Sorry. So we're back in Skullport, and
We are, and we'd like to use your sailor feature to help us negotiate passage on a vessel to get everybody back up to the surface quickly.
So
And
Elias,
a vessel seems
I
helpful.
don't suppose we can. Yeah. That's fine. Let's go to the port.
Elias, it's been about an hour of travel. So you guys will need to accommodate for 2 spell slots between you and Zannah, however you guys want to divide that up.
Yep. We'll each have used
I'm
one.
glad this is all their problem because I can't do.
It's a second level slot that does water, right? I think we decided.
What's the spell?
Create water?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
I don't have that. Okay, I don't feel bad.
Yeah. So yeah, we both used it. We've got your ship thing.
It's a first level.
It's a first level. Okay, yeah. So we used a first level slot each.
Wait. Oh. Oh no, just kidding. I was trying to read that. I wasn't trying to post it.
And then we have your ship's passage thing, which is you can secure free passage on a sailing ship for yourself and your adventuring companions.
Actually,
You might
is
sail on
this-
the ship.
is this? Sorry, yeah, I can post that too. Do y'all think detect poison and disease is actually worth using?
I mean, we know they're diseased.
Yeah, I know we know they're diseased, but the kind of disease might be useful
Sure, give it a try.
at the cost of a single smite slot.
Hopefully, we don't have to smite things on the free sailing ship.
We
Who said
hope,
anything
but
about
we
it
never
being
know.
free?
The trait literally says free.
Does it say free?
Yep.
It says when
Oh,
you
for
need to,
you.
you can secure free passage on a sailing ship. If you had to pay for it, it would be a really, really shitty feature. I'm just like you can
I
pay
mean,
to use a ship.
most of these features are pretty terrible.
Okay, but yes,
This
it
one's
is free.
so obscure that when it is useful, it's really useful.
Yeah.
How does it make sense? Okay.
Okay.
I
so
can
yes.
cast mending and repair a boat or something like that. Like I can help with things.
You're working. You're swabbing the poop deck.
Like there's something we can each do to help, kind of thing.
Okay,
And we'll tasks
Wow.
that can keep our diseased people wet every so often.
Yeah. Sorry. So did I get any more information from detect poison and disease?
are you actually casting it?
Yeah. Sorry, I decided to actually cast it.
Who are you casting? Oh, okay.
It's a self.
So identify the kind of poison. Okay. Give me a second to go grab that for you, because that will essentially give you all the details on it.
Hell yeah, we stand.
But yes, you do know that it is a disease. You know that. Where is it? Yep, that it causes the skin to become translucent and slimy. The creature can't regain hit points unless it is underwater. And the disease can only be removed by a heal spell or other disease curing spell of 6th level or higher.
Oh.
When the creature is outside of a body of water, it takes 6 acid damage every 10 minutes unless moisture is applied to the skin before the 10 minutes have elapsed. And with the method you all are doing of dousing the person, we've extended it to 30.
Cool.
But those are the
Okay.
details of said disease.
So we can use buckets of water that we bail in from the side of the ship to wet them and shit too. So as we sail, we can keep people wet on 30-minute intervals fairly reliably.
So if lesser restorations, what's lesser restorations?
A second level spell.
Second level? Yeah. So if that's equivalent removing 1 disease to 5 points of lay on hands,
Oh my
then
goodness.
3 times that would be a 6th level spell slot, right?
No.
Joe, you're supposed to be on my side here.
Oh. I see. What if I wasn't?
That's fair. If our party dies, they die. Sucks to not be immune to disease. You should have been a paladin.
Multi-class.
I think you get that at like level. I don't even know what level it is. Divine health. 3rd level. 3-level paladin to be immune to disease. Very niche.
All right, so you
Cool.
all are in the city of Skullport. What are you doing here?
Going to the actual port to find sailors.
Alrighty. Let's see. Do I already have you guys on this page?
But if we have to wait, and I just have to go visit the hot half elf again, like oh no, what a nightmare. That would really be living in Spain, but the S is silent.
And in the meantime, I can keep everybody else safe in a dome next to the water so they can chill in the water and rest.
I mean, I imagine that there's a bathtub.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just sleep in the tub.
It would be a little bit of cuddling, but our party's done worse and weirder.
I mean, I'm not sure if there's a bathtub. There might be like a large bucket.
Okay,
That'll
well we
work.
can ask. I mean, I'm sure that hot half elf bathes sometime.
I mean, what about like those big potato peeling bins? Those
Yeah.
big tin wash tubs? Like that's what people used to bathe in. We
Or
can
we
do
could
it.
just throw you down the well.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
It's an
shoot, I forgot
option.
the dynamic lighting wasn't working on this one. Da, 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 da. How do I do this again? Reveal areas. There it is. Okay. Essentially, you all travel to the what you are calling a port that is really more of a dock area, not very large at all. And as soon as I pull you guys over, you'll be able to see. But it is pretty much one single dock that extends out into the water, and on the other side is a large island fortress. And looking out into the river itself, you don't see any large ships.
Sadness.
So we need to find out when the
Let's talk to
ships
somebody
come.
and figure out when we could get the next ship back up.
All right, who would you like to talk to?
I feel like this is something for our sailor friend to do.
Yeah. The one with the charisma and sailing.
Yep.
Talk to the people nearby and the dock workers and the tavern and yeah. We'll let you take the helm on that. Ari.
I could attempt to provide backup just because I look like I'm down here and I'm also charismatic, but that's it.
Perfect.
And you're hot, so everybody wants to bang you. So
Yeah, that's fair.
they'll do anything for that.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot accomplished at work here lately by batting my eyes at boys. It works really well.
Boom.
Work what you got, bro.
So are we getting Ari? Are we getting
Sorry.
Valcrie? Who are we planning to talk to here?
Valcrie would only help. She will not helm this because she's not a sailor.
I'm in the business of Damn, it's a shame we didn't cure the disease in 1 minute.
I mean, we didn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we were supposed to detect that, other than casting detect disease randomly after a fight when I had no smite slots.
Yeah,
Oh well.
shit happens. It
Yeah,
makes for a
it's
good
a bummer.
story.
Yeah, 6th level. That's pretty steep.
So is there
Anyway.
anybody around the dock then?
There's homeboy up here. Could go check that out. I say homeboy. I can't see the picture very well. It could be home person of any.
Yes, that
Of
is.
unknown gender.
Elias
Yeah.
does know that is a female gnome who operates that shop. Though you do see, I want to say,
There's a door here.
yeah, the main entrance to the fortress is protected by a large iron gate, and you can see people in the guard towers on it, but they do not look like the most friendly individuals.
But Ari is the most friendly individual, so
Boom.
he can make friends with anybody.
He can attempt.
Well, yeah. Then they try to behead you and you kill them all, and like that's just life, you know.
That's how it goes
Is that
sometimes.
how it works?
Sometimes it be what it be.
It is what it is.
It ain't what it's not. So yeah, let's go say hi and see what we can figure out.
Sorry, I'm trying to multitask because I prepare for you guys. You guys are going where?
To talk to the grumpy people.
Oh, so you're approaching the fortress?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Let's see if I have this in. Oh, I was slightly wrong here. Oh shoot, is there no? Oh no, there is dynamic light on this. Cool. Okay, so you guys should be able to see this coming through. But you are so small. Oh, we need to fix that. Why are you guys so small? I'm so confused.
We are small.
You're like so small. Like you were
So small.
tiny. Okay, that should be roughly right. Okay, then let me pull you guys over here. Let me find the right one. North. There we go. All right. So yeah, as you guys come up to this, to these kind of docks, you do see two kind of gruff-looking individuals standing at the edge of the docks there. They don't seem to really give you too much, really the time of day currently.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So that's all that's around here.
I'm trying to find us on the map. There we go. Struggle.
Up at the top.
Struggle. Yep. Struggle accomplished. Okay. That's okay. They will have to give us the time of day when we approach and talk to them. Oh, and now we're big.
How you guys do?
Chunky even. Hello there, mate.
First one, kind of arms crossed. This big man, maybe 6'4", 6'5", with burly muscles, a bald head, some kind of pieces of plate mail kind of stuck to kind of a rough leather jerkin. Kind of leans in your direction, kind of spits on the ground next to him. What's your business?
Looking for a ship, friend.
He kind of looks left and looks right. You do realize we're underground, yeah?
Yeah, and we're in a port, yeah?
Port might be a generous description. You got
Alright
coin?
then. Let's call it a boat.
You got coin?
Yeah, we do.
How much?
Enough.
He kind of gives you a side eye, looking you up and down. Kind of looks at the rest of you. Who did you say you were again?
We're adventurers down here, just looking for passage back to the surface.
Yeah, we don't take too kindly to the adventuring types poking around our area. If you wanna make your way back to the surface, you can walk like everybody else.
Well, don't think of it as poking. Think of it as trying to help you expand your business.
That's a bit rich.
Sorry, what was that?
That's a bit rich. You really think that you could expand our business, eh?
Every little bit counts.
We get more bits from you. Here's what I'll tell you. You find something valuable, make you worth our time, bring that to us as a bit of a finder's fee, and we'll see if we can put you on a boat. He kind of smiles and gives a look over to the other man across from him.
You know, I think you should probably let me talk to someone little more important, maybe a manager or a captain of some sort. 'Cause,
Important, he
think
says. Important. Yeah, I am the captain. You're talking right to him.
I don't believe him. Does he look like the captain?
Make an insight check at advantage.
I don't think so.
No, he does not. Not at all. He is clearly bullshitting you.
I'm glad that Ari agrees with me.
Like, not only is it incredibly obvious, but he's not even trying. Like, it is. He is just having fun with you at this point.
Look, how about you stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine, and that way your employer won't be angry with you, huh?
My employer pays me to keep people like you from crossing this bridge.
Well, it would be mighty embarrassing if they were to learn that you actually are totally incapable of stopping me from crossing this bridge, eh? I'd like to intimidate him.
Oh, okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Unnatural 23.
Okay. So as you kind of stand there fully unabated, and just kind of challenge this man right to his face, stepping up close to him, you can see him kind of take a step back. He's cautious, kind of sizing you up and seeing the rest of you, kind of packs laden full, weapons at the ready, and you can see there's a bit of caution that has now breached him. The other man across from him, his eyes have gone away from you, Ari, and are currently focused on the rest of you kind of looking around. He kind of looks over at Valcrie. Did you say that?
Did I? She'll say that out loud.
I really, we're not supposed to let people cross. Shut up, Greg. No, it's all. We're not supposed to let people cross unless they have a, he kind of pats his arm and you can see there's another gear-like symbol on his shoulder.
Oh, is that the thing the bad guys were wearing?
Yeah, is that the... What can I do, Dad? Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta look
Valcrie
at the
had
notes.
Was it the one that was on the... Was it the same symbol as on the drow chain?
No, that's the
The
drow
Drow
symbol's like a
Gringars?
T.
Is that different?
It's.
I don't know the name.
This one.
Okay. Where did we see that?
You guys
Was
have
that
seen
on the
this.
gas?
You've seen this in a couple places.
Is it on anyone we've had to brutally murder?
Yeah. It was on the
well.
floor. It was on the floor of the kind of group
Where
of.
he killed all those bandits in the zombie beholder?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Fuck
And
those
then I
guys.
think you've also seen it one other place. Oh, you also found it on the bugbears that tried to ambush you where the intellect devourers were.
Interesting.
But yeah, the other man continues looking at Valcrie. But if you were interested in some companionship, there's some places where we could go nearby. He kind of gives a half smile, and the other one kind of looks.
Oh god.
Grim, what are you doing?
Does anyone have a staff I could borrow?
I don't think
Valkrie's got
that
one.
once.
Bree knows why I need the staff.
The other thug looks back at Ari. Listen here, we don't want any trouble from you all. Just go on your way, take the typical path back like all the adventurers. If you, I've heard there's some other captains in town, but just don't come this way.
Oh, now we're on the same page here. Where would I find these other captains?
I don't know, one of the boss. Well, I look like I'm well informed on everything that goes around here. Shit happens different every day.
I'm sorry. Bree is killing me.
Nothing to say except
Nature Paladin approves.
I mean, 100% in reaction to the other guy. She just kind of like strikes a slightly sultry pose.
The one on the left nearby you,
doesn't say
Valcrie, is like eyes just on you, definitely not looking you in the face.
That's okay.
Well, I tell you what, we'll look for these other captains that you've told us about, and if they're there, hopefully we'll get back with them. And if not, the next time you see us is probably going to be a bad day for you, yeah?
Oh.
Go ahead and make another intimidation check.
Yeah.
I'm pretty scary.
I mean, he's doing good.
Yeah, there's an intensity to Ari's voice that you all kind of get a little bit of chill that runs through you, and the man just kind of his face goes white and he looks at you and just kind of nods.
Man, I gotta say, there's something about making a pact with a sentient weapon that just lets the dice know you need to be scary.
hell yeah,
That's
bro.
fair.
Alright, well, let's go find one of those other captains, and if they're not there and readily accessible, we're gonna make this guy have a very bad day.
We could always check out Quietude's bar next to your half elf booty call.
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Austin, can we?
Yes, you may.
Mighty master of the dungeon.
East side, I believe. So, yes, you all make your way back towards the Guts and Garters, the very familiar inn, where you do see things are still well and truly alive with activity.
Taking intimidation was such a great character choice.
Gosh, free.
What?
Free, you get a very enthusiastic nod as well.
Love it.
All right, so you all
Does my 13 passive perception notice this?
I mean, you noticed the nod. Yeah.
Okay. Look at Valcrie quizzically.
What'd you do? What'd you do, Ari?
It looked at you quizzically after you got that very unsubtle and enthusiastic nod from whomever.
Just say into your mind. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later, if you care.
I am unreassured.
I mean, I'll show you guys exactly what you said, but I'm trying to get Discord to start up on my computer so I can show the screenshot. I digress. Onwards to the bar of which I know you literally just said the name, but I don't remember it.
The Guts and Garters!
Indeed.
That one!
Did you see alive
I
with
remember
activity?
all the absurd things.
Yes, you do see all of the activity, the various creatures, were-rats, goblins, and bugbears, as well as Quietude manning the bar as usual.
And we were looking for captains here, was that right? Or did I fuck something up in my thought?
As far as you know, yeah. Seems to be.
Again, that sounds like an Ari thing. Have a guidance first to try and identify a captain and talk to them. I'm helping, guys.
GG.
Guys, I'm
Valcrie try
helping.
to go sit at the bar again.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can move.
She might get her second. Yeah, she's gonna go get her second alcoholic drink ever. That she'll actually maybe
Woo!
drink. Something about hot tieflings. I don't know what to tell you.
Eventually, Q comes over to you again. Just, well, it's good to see your face back around. What can I do for you, darling?
Have another drink suggestion?
She kind of pulls from underneath the bar a already made drink and sets it right in front of you. Kind of a swirling red liqueur with these just black streaks, kind of almost looking like a mist swirling through. Oh, honey, I knew what you were interested in for a beverage. I meant to. What brings you back into town?
Apparently, we're gonna go get some coin up top before going too much further. Plus, is she getting a little translucent right now? How long has it been since we last did the water?
Yeah, it's getting close. It's been maybe like 15, 20 minutes, so you'll need to do it within the next 10 minutes or so.
We'll dip you soon.
Before it shows?
No, it always
Or
shows.
does it like do it like subtly? Okay, then she'll just kind of gesture to her skin and
No.
gotta get rid of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, so Valcrie, what you see as you look down at your skin is normally when it has just been moistened, it is completely translucent and has like this slime that is covering it. As it dries out, the slime disappears and you're just left with a very translucent skin, and it's different. The people down here don't seem to care much, but you would definitely stick out on the surface. And as it gets even more dry and starts to burn, you actually get kind of a rash that begins to redden across the skin.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully Quietude might pick up on that and she'll just gesture to her general body. Being a little redder, maybe, if she's pink. I don't know what she looks like when she gets rashes. But like,
had a run-in with something a little nasty, I guess.
yeah, we came out pretty well, but not without a parting gift.
Well,
And she'll take a swig of her pretty drink.
if there's anything I can do, you just let me know. In the meantime,
Certainly.
when we get a moment, we should talk. She goes and begins to
She'll
help
just,
the other patrons.
Yeah, she'll give her a very understanding nod.
In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
I was gonna help Ari try and find a captain.
All right.
Yep.
How are you guys going about that? Are you just looking? Are you trying to listen? Are you trying to talk to people?
I propose shouting,
Sailors-
so how about you do
sailors-
something more useful?
Sailors are, as a rule, not quiet, so we don't really need to find a captain. We just need to find any sailors.
Find the loudest people in the bar.
This
I would
bar
say
is
probably not the bugbears.
Yeah, this bar is filled with loud, obnoxious, and strange entities. And you even see a drow in the corner who is very carefully watching you all. But as far as like searching out, it's Ari. I'd say that with your background, looking around, you can see maybe a couple of individuals who might fit the bill of a sailor. The two at the bar, as well as the other one who's towards the back, kind of near the door.
All right, let us approach.
All right, which one are you going to talk to?
That is a great question. Which one looks more friendly? I don't like scaring people.
Make me an insight check. I wouldn't consider anyone in this bar as friendly, but the ones at the bar at least seem to have drinks in hand and be of a more open
All right, let's
perspective.
go to Mr. Fancy Hat then.
Ooh, fancy.
Captains like fancy hats, right? I'm
You
pretty
kind
sure
of,
that's the rule.
You kind of walk up to the bar where Valcrie is sitting, and see Quietude working behind the bar. And this man, he does have a large tricorn hat and kind of a typical sailor's jacket. definitely the first one that caught your eye. His head is kind of in one hand as he's leaning against the bar, and his eye is just kind of floating across Quietude as she works diligently, and every so often will take a big sip from a large wooden tankard.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you, sir?
Uh, you wouldn't happen to know anything about sailing out of this place, would you?
About sailing, you say? I'm a regular sailor myself, you might say.
I've only worked ships on the surface, but I'm to believe there's a route, from here to there, and was, curious, when your outfit might be pushing out.
My outfit stays tight on my body. I don't know what you mean, sir.
That's a solid pun. I gotta give him credit for that one. See, I would offer to buy him a drink, but I'm afraid if I get him a drink, he's gonna become too drunk to be useful.
You can already tell that he is quickly approaching that mark, as his cheeks are very rosy, his eyes are a little bit lazy, as he kind of is looking over you and kind of looking past you, and definitely doing the Jack Sparrow body movements.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a pat on the shoulder, and hopefully he's not gonna realize that he's no longer drunk.
Okay. You kind
Because
of
he's no longer drunk.
you kind of pat him on the shoulder, and you instantly see as the blushing of his cheeks kind of fades down to their normal white hue, and you see as his eyes kind of clarify, and he shakes his head a little bit. Oh, 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 oh! I've got the worst headache in the world all of a sudden. Oh my goodness! Oh, who
Well,
are
here,
you?
it's nothing a drink can't fix. My name's Ari. You were telling me about the ship you work on, and the next time you're going to the surface, and then I'll signal the bartender for a beverage.
Another drink would be great. I gotta get. Oh, uh,
I think this is my new method to deal with any sailor is sneakily sober them up and then get them drunk again as I get what I want. I see no way this fails.
All right, and as you pass a silver piece over to Quietude, she quickly fixes up refilling the man's tankard, and he kind of looks to you confused, but kind of thankful, and takes a quick sip. Oh, my ship. To be honest, I haven't heard much from my ship. We came to find fortune and fame, I guess. It's just like most people do. And they all came in on a ship. The winch, it's mostly broken now, so we had to take smaller vessels in. But well, we made it to Skullport. Found some initial help, and most of us made our way into the rest of Undermountain. A few of us made it back. A few are still stuck around after that. Suppose the boat might still be out there, but it's likely that the harbor patrol have long since carted that away.
This harbor patrol, what do you know about them?
And Ari, you would also be familiar enough that within the city of Splendors there is a typical patrol that handles kind of affairs and keeping the peace on the water within the realm, at least the proximity of the city. And so they typically investigate any issues aboard boats, manage any combat that should break out, as well as ensuring that the harbor stays clean and well maintained.
Sorry, I need just a minute, guys.
Zella, Zannah, and Elias. Elias, I think you said you were helping Ari.
Yeah.
But are either of the other two of you doing anything while you're inside here?
Aside from being very conscious not to ever set down my new knife friend, you know, just trying to not look weird walking around, clutching my knife, being really concerned about it.
Walk normal. Act normal. Do not feel like a conscious or semi-conscious blade.
Exactly. Don't let anyone know.
And Zannah,
I'm just
anything?
gonna be keeping an eye on the hooligans of the party.
All right, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Maybe. Am I perceptive today?
Yeah, as you're kind of watching, and kind of hanging towards the middle, with Zannah and Zarn, or Zella and Zarn, excuse me, all the Z names. You can kind of see that Valcrie, Ari, and Elias are all nearby the bar, and there's one drow kind of sitting alone at one of the tables who is just intently watching and listening to them.
Sorry about that. My food got delivered to my neighbor's house.
Ooh, that's fun.
I have retrieved it.
Nice.
Man, I thought it was all like military stuff she had to go do.
Oh no, not nearly that exciting. The perks of being in a training unit.
All right, so Zannah, is there anything you wanted to do with that information, or are you just keeping watch still?
Could you repeat the information? I've already forgot it.
Yeah. You see Ari and Elias who are kind of talking to this sailor, and Valcrie who's taking a drink at the bar, and all three of them are being carefully watched by this drow who is sitting by himself in the corner.
You should beat him up.
Okay, I'm going to walk over to Valkyrie and share said information. Just to be cautious, and she doesn't normally drink, and now she's drinking.
Okay. In the meantime, Ari, is there anything else you wanted from this sailor?
I think we're gonna have to go make what's his face have a bad day. No, I don't think this guy's gonna give us too much more. I will wish him well.
Alright, you kind of pat him on the back, and he turns around to continue on with his drink. And Valkyrie, you kind of see as Zannah comes up to you and begins to kind of whisper in your ear that someone's paying close attention to you guys.
I don't remember if her speaking to the mind is somebody she has to be like directly looking at. Let me see. She'd probably attempt to be a little sneaky to get a peek at said entity. Oh, yeah, she has to look at him, I guess.
If you tell Ari, he will go talk to this person immediately. We solve problems directly in this house.
Yeah, well, she told me, so. Oh, well.
Probably wise.
So she's going to take a peek back. Sort of subtly, I'm not really sure. And just say, hear anything you like?
You see as his head stays similar, but his eyes kind of flick around the room, searching.
So he doesn't say anything?
I mean, he's sitting at a table like 20 feet
Alone.
away from you, and just hears this voice inside his head, doesn't know where it's coming from.
I mean, that's fair. I don't just speak out loud to random voices either. It's fine. Trying to think. Can Valkyrie speak into Zannah's mind and say, and like ask her if he has the specific drow symbol that we've been looking for. I always forget. Is that the hour of blah blah blah?
Avrindar?
Yeah.
You said you're speaking into Zannah's mind to ask?
Yeah, basically ask her to perceive over him.
Yes.
Because Valcrie's not trying to make eye contact, so she'll
Yeah.
say, hey, can you check him out for the symbol or something?
Zannah, would you like to go and make me another perception check?
I can attempt to.
Go for it.
No
I
promises.
trust you better than Valcrie, so.
Oh.
Oh, not good.
He's in the corner, like sitting at this table, and so a good 3/4 of his body is not perceivable, is not visible currently. But at least looking over across his chest and his face, you don't see any symbol. You're trying not to make eye contact, trying to not to catch his attention, but in the quick glances that you give, you don't see any symbols.
I guess then I'm just gonna have to whisper back in her ear. No, I don't see anything. But his body's mostly hidden.
Valcrie will then peek back and say into his mind, you seem like quite the curious one, don't you?
Again, the eyes kind of look, and you can, Valcrie, just like out of the corner of your eye, as you kind of look back, you see him kind of glance over at Zella and kind of scan across past Elias and Ari, and now focuses intently on you and Zannah in quietude.
Okay. Is he just looking still?
Yeah, he's just kind of watching, kind of squinting his eyes, trying to determine which of you looks like is speaking.
Joke's on him. Fine, then as her final act of brain talking, she'll then just peek over and look and speak into Ari's mind. You might want to look at our drow friend in the back. He seems a bit nosy.
I will grab two mugs of ale from the bartender. First, I guess I'll nod at Valcrie. Then I'll grab 2 mugs of ale from the bartender.
All right.
And then
another, I don't know, silver piece we'll say for those. She
Great.
slides them across after filling them,
And I will walk and sit right next to the drow, totally disrespecting his personal space, and put 1 mug in front of him and 1 in front of myself, and greet him and ask how his evening is going. Or morning, whatever. Well, it's gotta be, it's probably evening. I don't know. Daytime insertion.
he kind of looks down at the mug and looks up at you. Who are you exactly?
Well, I figure you already know that. You seem really interested in me and my friends here. So I thought I'd just come say hello.
He watches and thinks for a moment. I simply heard that you were looking for a captain. Someone who could get you out of this city.
Yes, that is the case.
Do you have coin to exchange for such information?
I'm a good friend. Can do lots of things for you. Pick up your ale. Fix up any bruises you get in a fight.
I don't think you understand.
Help you rough up your enemies. I'm a good friend to have.
I'm not looking for a friend. I need some coin. I know where captain is. You give me a few pieces of gold. I'll tell you where your captain is. Easy as that.
What are you gonna do with the gold so bad? Makes it so much more useful to you.
Why do you care?
Well, how I get my information matters. I want to be able to trust people that I work with. I like working with friends.
Make a persuasion check. What else does somebody need money for? Trying to pay off a debt. Happy now.
Oh, and then I might be able to help you. Who's the debt to?
Is this really relevant?
Well, what if I just make your debt go away?
I can make the debt go away myself if I have enough coin. Do you have coin or not?
Fine, fine, have it your way. How much does he want?
Are you asking him?
Well, he said earlier, didn't he?
Nope.
And how much gold do you need?
Well, 7 gold pieces should be enough to cover it.
That's stiff. I'll ask a money bag over there. Hey, brother Elias.
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. I walk over there.
Now, our friend here. What was your name again?
I didn't give it.
No, but you were just about to, right?
Roll me another persuasion check.
Also, guys, I forgot to mention, the level up gave me 69 hit points.
Nice.
No, I don't think that I was.
Fair. Anyway, Bob over here wants us to help him pay off a debt. And he says he knows a captain that's making runs to the surface and he'll tell us where he is. If we give him 7 gold pieces. Now, that seems a little steep to me, but you're the one who holds the money bag, so what do you think?
Time is of the essence, and if he's lying to us, we'll kill him and move on. Give him 7 gold, and I'll pull out 7 gold.
Oh yeah. Y'all ever seen A Knight's Tale?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know the scene I'm referencing here, but I want to give him the betray us talk as we're giving him the money, so that he understands what he's getting into.
I'm not worried. He seems like a very fine gentleman, and also not a particularly fast-moving one. So if he's full of shit, I imagine at least a couple of his organs will be worth 7 gold. Maybe 8. Maybe we make money off of him.
Even
Well, we
better.
also get our 7 gold back.
Unless he spent it already.
Well, that's a good point.
You all are crazy.
We've been called worse things by better people, friend.
He
Pleasure
takes-
doing business with you.
He takes the gold and quickly pockets it. As a captain, he came aboard with a few crew members. Goes by the name of Zardoz Zord. You can find him on the middle level of the city. Right now, I think he's at the Poison Quill. Last I saw him. Not too far from here.
Thank you much.
Yep. Good luck in your adventures. And we'll head out.
We'll head oot.
Alright. You all.
I rather like being seen as insane.
Yeah, no, this is the vibe we're going for.
All right, so Joe, if you want to mark off 7 gold and another spell slot as you all
Yep.
exit and douse each other with some water before quickly making it up the stairway and headed towards.
Is it necessary that everybody leaves? Because Valcrie needs to stay behind for her chat. And drink.
Yes, we're all going together at the moment because I need to keep you wet.
Oh, Valkyrie stays wet.
God damn it!
Wow.
I'm sorry. Am I wrong?
While you're diseased, I would like you to stay with, me and Zannah. I'm sorry.
Well, what if Zannah stays with me?
We're trying to find the captain to get on a boat to get the fuck out of here. We can come back if we're unsuccessful. Will you stay next
Well,
to
we
the
need to
people
come
who can
back no
keep you
matter
from
what.
catching burning? Just for now.
Well, we need to come back no matter what. It's not only if we're successful or unsuccessful. It's no matter what, we gotta come back. Her presence was
Yes.
requested.
We will eventually be back in Skullport once you are not dying.
No, I mean this bar. Before we leave Skullport, she needs to come back to the bar. Period.
Keep Zannah with you to keep you wet. That's fine. Can you do whatever you need to do right now?
Probably.
Alright, you guys stay here. Stay wet, stay happy. The other 3 of us will head out. Actually, while you're there, let's see, who else has the disease? Who has the disease?
Zannah, Zella, and
It's
Valcrie.
the girls.
We'll keep
It's the
Zella
3
with
girls.
you then, so it'll just be me and Ari looking for the captain.
I see no way this goes wrong.
Fuck it. Worst case scenario, we form our own party. They all
Do you want to
fire
take
together.
Zarn with you?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Take the other boy. The boys versus the girls. It's
The,
okay.
the boys. The boys are back in town, baby.
Woo! Alright, yeah. We'll go look for the captain. You guys do your thing.
All right. So, Valkyrie, as you begin to kind of sit here with Zell and Zannah, kind of take some time, you watch as the drow individual exits the bar, and you kind of look, and eventually Quietude kind of gives you a nod, and kind of steps out of the bar and heads to a door to the side and steps up some stairs, heading up to an upper level. And you can see there's a few rooms up here, and she escorts you to one of the rooms and kind of motions for Zella and Zannah to wait outside, and she comes in.
Yeah, Valkyrie would time this ideally following one of the latest skin splashes, or however to put
Yeah,
this.
you guys were just wetted down before these others headed off.
Lubricated.
Lubricated, great.
Oh my fuck, Bree. I love it.
I mean, he said to get coated in slime. It's not
Oh gosh,
far.
kill me.
Anyway, continue.
But yes, you guys are lubricated, and you are escorted out. Zannah and Zella wait outside the room as you two step in, and Quietude looks at you. All right. So I've done a bit of digging. It seems like the graveyard that was referred to, the metal graveyard. I think it's the 13th level of Undermountain. From what I can understand, there's someone known as the Metal Mage. His name is Trobriand. The 13th level serves as kind of his workshop and testing ground, as well as his junkyard. And he himself is an infrequent visitor and a close follower of Hallister, but does have many entities that roam and dwell there. There's multiple magical constructs that populate this level. I did hear of someone else who lives there. A rock gnome. Ventured down and is somehow still surviving in there, even though the rest of his party is all passed on. He's managed to communicate a bit up to the surface, but I'm not exactly sure how good his mind is. People in this place tend to go mad quite quickly. It's a dangerous place and you should prepare yourself. I've heard that there are a great many dangers down there. Rumors of massive mechanical constructs and, other creatures. We need to find this area, find this gnome. This Zox is his name. He should be able to direct us to where we need to go. I'm gonna start heading in that direction.
So this Zox leads us to the trove person, the Mage of Metal? Or did I misunderstand?
The Mage of Metal is just who has made this level his own, but he doesn't often go there. Zox will help guide us to Zox knows his way around this level, and if anyone can help us find where we're supposed to go, where the shadow is leading us, it's him.
And do we know where to find this Zox?
I'm working on detailing that out as we speak. It's been a while since his last communication, but I think we should be able to find it quickly, is my hope. As soon as I have word, I'm going to head in that direction. Find a few other people who can help protect me and make my way down there. I'll find Zox and, hopefully meet you down there once you get there.
And then out of game. So is the entire 13th level the Graveyard of Metal? Or is that specific area on the 13th level?
She seems to be indicating that the entire 13th level is the Graveyard of Metal.
Gotcha, which explains all the constructs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then all we know is that the Wormbreaker is down there somewhere. Ideally. Or at least that's where he was going.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Give that an asterisk. And meet her there. Understood. You might get a head start, or if the surface is a quick trip like I'm hoping, then perhaps not so long.
I hope not long at all. But it'll take me at least a day or two to find the location and arrange some companions, if you would call them that, to go with me down there. But we'll be headed out shortly. I just wanted to let you know.
I appreciate it. I'll make my way down as soon as I can. Not sure how long it'll take to get to the surface and back down.
I understand. Well, I best be getting back.
Yeah.
And as she heads back down to the bar, and you all do your best to follow, we will get back to the other three of you who have moved up a level. And let me go ahead and reveal this. You all stand outside of a small shop, and you can see that there is a what looks like an ink and quill on the sign out in front of it, but the ink itself has the symbol of a skull and crossbones. And Ari, you come up and knock on the door, and there's some rustling behind, and you hear a soft voice of a woman. A moment, please. And quickly the door unlatches and opens, and you come in to find a well-lit area. A woman standing there, as well as, if I can add them in. Let's see, we'll just use this one. Ooh, too big.
Chonky Captain. No, we want Chonky Captain back. It is canon.
Hello. Are you all looking for something in particular? It's a bit late for shopping for wares.
We were told that there was a captain here that we could work with for passage back to the surface.
Ah, so you're here for another's talents rather than mine. I understand. Oh, please. And she motions over, and sitting in a chair, sipping on some tea, is another individual. You all can see that he wears a long sailor's coat, has some sort of pistol or two strapped in his belt, as long as a rapier by his side. His hair is black and begins to gray as it goes down the sides of his face into these large mutton chops and mustache, and a small tuft on his chin. He's got some intense eyes that are marked with a bit of paint and a necklace around his neck. Well, I suppose that means you mean me. He turns to look at you all.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, he looks much more captain-y than dumbass over by the docks.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Name's Ari. I've worked on a lot of different ships and at the docks on the surface, and was wondering if we could work for passage back to the surface.
He rises and shakes your hand vigorously. Ah, Ari. I am the Prince of the Crimson Sails, first guard in the Order of Lesa. I am Oladra's right arm, master of the sea, faithful lover to the one and only Madalena. I am the god's favorite son. I am called Zardos, Zardos Sword, the captain of a vessel just outside of this city, and proprietor of the Sea Maiden's Fair, if you have heard of it. I would be happy to accompany.
Have I heard of it?
Go ahead and make me a history check at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sea Maiden's Fair is a set of 3 vessels that make up a sort of carnival
Oh, I like
that
carnivals.
is held often in the city. And you've probably been to it a few times. They have many attractions, and it is often a very lively place for people within the city to go.
Okay, excellent. I will convey my familiarity.
Oh, you have heard of my place. Wonderful. Well, I'd be happy to escort you all on my ship. You look like competent sailors enough, and we are always happy to have a few new faces aboard.
Cool.
Are you all ready
Excellent.
to head out soon?
We could be ready
yes.
tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, wonderful. He claps his hands. I will go make my way to finish my business. Taz, it was good to see you. Let Hal know that he just missed me, and I will be back shortly. You all, Ari and the other two, your names were what?
Elias.
Zahn.
And I was gonna say, are you gonna have Zarn talk to him?
Well, it is good to meet you. I will let my crew know to expect 3 more faces aboard our ship.
We
Do we have directions of how to get to it?
we actually have 3 more that were are elsewhere that are going to need passage as well.
Ah, I see. So 6, is that correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, they're equally competent, if not more so than most of us.
That should still be more than reasonable. I will talk to my crew, and we will have a robot ready for you tomorrow morning, down by the edge of the river. And from
Excellent.
that, we will take that through the locks and back to my ship.
Delightful. Thank you.
Of course.
We will see you in the morning.
See you then, my friends. Gives you a smile and heads off into the various winding upper passages of the city.
Well, that was easier than expected. I guess we have time to get drunk.
Let's go back to the same place that our friends are at first.
Yep.
Being drunk in different taverns in a hostile city is much less fun than being drunk in the same tavern.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Right?
I'm trying
We
to
could-
get you all out of here alive.
We could get Elias laid too. Anything's possible.
No.
Oh, does your god not like sex? That's a
Oh,
lame
he-
god.
He
10
doesn't
out
give
of
a
10.
shit.
10 out of 10 would rebel.
No shit's given. I'm indifferent.
Alright, so you make your way back to the Guts and Garters as Quietude is back at the bar. It's quieting down a little bit, but not much. And now with the drow gone, there is a table open and ready for you all that you begin to gather around.
Alright, team meeting.
Let's also see if we can arrange like regular water to douse them with if there's like a tap here, so we don't have to keep using spell slots.
Or there's a well literally right outside.
There is a well. There's also
we could
the
borrow a
docks.
bucket.
Yeah, it is easy enough to arrange for well water
To
or
keeping them
water literally out of the river.
Excellent.
It takes some time to set up, but it's not difficult.
Alright, yeah, we'll explain that we're getting on a boat in the morning and we will spend the night keeping the girls wet.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of, is oh god, what's her name? From the pet shop around.
What is her name, indeed?
Go look
Uh,
at the door.
You could certainly go to the door and ask.
Certainly a thing Ari has a better chance of remembering than me, because in game time that was a few days ago, but IRL time it was a few months ago.
Is this true? Wouldn't be hard to remember.
Just ask for the hot lady.
Anybody else remember?
Nope.
What?
I didn't sleep with her. I didn't write her name down.
I did sleep with her.
Hey,
Yes.
Valcrie, would you like to?
Nah, she's got somebody else to lay first. So
What?
nice guy at the docks. He would do water stuff.
Oh. I didn't know who she was referring to there. I'm tracking now.
Oh my god, you guys are absurd.
All right, so Ari, are you planning to go visit the pet shop?
I'm scrolling back through the messages to see if I wrote down the name anywhere. I want to point out it was literally in December.
I'll give it to you on a DC 6 intelligence check at advantage.
Okay, I'll
Ooh.
take that.
Nat one.
Nat one,
Let's go. Double that one. Forget the girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
it,
shit,
it
you
is.
did
I
it.
made it! I
It
made
is
it!
not hard to remember at all. You spent a good portion of your time with her. Her name was Elvira Snowveins.
Snowvein.
Hot.
Alright, so I'm going
But
to have
cold.
the treasure section on my character sheet, since we don't actually use that, is now the important names roster.
Elvira's your treasure.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
baby. How did you spell that?
Here.
That is not how I would have spelled it at all.
That's how I would have spelled that.
Alright, so I'm gonna have name and little description.
Hot.
Hot half elf
Gulfport.
that Ari smashed in Gulfport. This is why we take notes, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We will expand this list, inshallah.
Oh boy.
But no, so she's not in the tavern.
No, she's not in the tavern.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to be rude and impose.
Dope.
All right. So you all are just taking your rest within the tavern.
Sure.
That
I
works.
don't recall. What did we do last time?
Last time I think Quietude gave you a specific place to stay, but there are rooms here available.
There, yeah. Y'all went
Gotcha.
well. Y'all had that wherever y'all stayed.
Quietude likes you
Room?
enough to give you a night on the house.
Woohoo.
Oh yeah.
Though it would only be 2 rooms, and they're pretty
That's
small.
We are a pro cuddling party. The tiny hut is, and I quote, tiny.
Well, the only reason I mention is because as you all are drinking and nearing towards a time to head towards bed, the more handsome of the 2 thugs from the bridge does come in to the bar and kind of was looking around across the crowd
Ah.
and kind of gives a smile in Valcrie's direction as he catches her eye.
I'm trying to whistle, but I think Discord's noise suppression is canceling it out.
Yeah, it is. It always does.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me turn that off real quick so that I can add some dramatic effect.
Oh boy.
One moment. Da, 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 da. Damn. There it is. Y'all get that?
No. There we
Oh,
go.
There we go.
I have heard. I
All right.
have heard it.
Sorry, I tried.
That's something.
I wanted to. Yeah, that was required there.
Beautiful. Well, so as a side note, do we know, or does Valkyrie remember, because she is pretty smart, how long of a walk it was from the river, I guess, to the tavern?
Not even 5
In other
minutes.
words, beautiful. So, in other words, as long as she goes like a reasonable time after she gets wet the first time, and then they do everything in the water, and then comes back, it should be okay.
Yes.
Cool. I think Freya, shut up. I was getting to the good part. So Valkyrie was gonna get 2 drinks from Quietude and take one over to him.
He happily accepts, and I've got a place that we can get some privacy if you like.
As long as we're by the water.
Uh,
The water?
Hard to
That's not
explain.
weird.
It's sexy, okay?
It's not that.
Well, I suppose there's some old shops down by the fish market. I don't think they're being used. I'm sure we could find one of them. They're right by the water.
I might just need to take a little dip, or we can just stay there on the beach.
He kind of takes a big gulp. Well, you know, I got people on the island who know my face. If we could be at least out of the sight of their hand, I'd appreciate it.
Fine by me.
He kind of walks with you, and Valcrie goes to get wet for a while before returning for the evening to complete her long rest.
Yeah, it's a little bit of exercise.
All right.
Cool.
And you all get your spell slots back. And in the morning, it's a bit of a pain because every 30 minutes you have to wake up, and so you guys are not getting the best of sleep. And so Zella, Valcrie, and Zannah all do have 1 point of exhaustion from the night. But the rest of you are able to sleep well enough, oscillating times, being able to sleep in decent portions. And by the time the morning comes, most of your buckets have run out, but you make it down to the river, and you do see standing there is the captain himself, Zarda Zord, next to a small, a decent-sized rowboat that has another couple of individuals with it.
Damn
It seems big enough for the 9 of you.
Dope.
And as you begin to traverse out of Skullport and through the various locks that move through, you do see as you leave that around the water, the river, you do see the floating flaming skulls that do kind of rise above the water's surface, and the calm water does get to a portion where these magic locks control the water level. And you see that there's a large contraption there designed to lift massive vessels and swing it over a large 10-story or retaining wall. And this extremely large hoist is designed to move ships, but it seems to be broken or neglected. And so as you guys get here, Zardos kind of gives a nod, and you watch as 2 of the individuals who had been rowing kind of move to the side and begin moving their hands, and the waters begin to rise up underneath the vessel and push it over the wall. As you get to over this first retaining wall, the other magical locks operate similarly, and you're able to eventually traverse through the different sea caves, and it probably is about maybe 100 vertical feet across these 1.5 to 2 miles of these locks before you eventually get to a wider area where you see a ship that has its sails down, kind of docked in a small interior harbor. And as you all...
Excellent.
Yeah. Did you have something?
No, I'm commenting. I'm happy we found a real ship and this wasn't a scam.
I mean, it seemed really easy.
If it were a scam, I would be 3 out of 10 sad.
So, what do you all think? Do you like the vessel in front of you?
Yes, very much.
So I need to know if I'm lying or not, how does it look in comparison with the ships I have sailed on in the past?
Make me a history check at
Like
advantage.
rate this boat.
Yeah. This boat is incredibly impressive. It looks like it is built for speed and for elegance. It is a lithe boat with these dark wood that is made up and just gilded sides, a large golden stripe on the back end. The entire rear portion just has these large golden edges, and you can see crimson sails that are actually tied up to the mast itself. But it is quite the vessel. And as he looks at
I
it,
would like to enthusiastically admire his boat
she is a beauty, isn't it?
with
name
with
is-
gusto.
Her name is Madalena, the eye catcher, and she is my one true love. He gives a smile as the boat begins to slide up and a ladder is dropped down, and he quickly climbs up as you all follow after, and the sailors begin to attach some hoists onto the rowboat as it is pulled up after you as well.
Excellent. Let's do it. Get everybody up.
And back to the city you desire. Anywhere in particular in the dockwards?
Oh, I don't live too far away, so anywhere will do.
Do we have marked where the temple is? I totally don't remember.
Yes.
It's
Vault of
somewhere up
Glory.
here,
Well,
right?
there's several temples, but I think we have a couple of them marked.
Mine is the important one.
The Halls of Justice.
No,
Yeah, they're up.
his is...
Oh, no, there's Blue Alley.
Did you ping where I am, Austin?
Is it this
Um,
one?
I have to remember.
No,
That's
that's
different.
we
Wait, how far
stole
up are
shit
we?
from here.
Oh, we're up. Fuck, we need to go down towards the
You
bottom.
guys are there currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
goodness.
have
I zoomed in
just
the wrong area.
discovered 3 ships.
Oh, yeah.
As the eye
And we're
catcher
right here.
does bring you back, you also see the 2 other ships that are part of the Sea Maiden's Fair, the Hellraiser and the Heartbreaker.
Ooh.
So sorry. Where did the boat appear? Or is that off map?
I
Like
think
how long
it
was this
is-
voyage?
Yeah, it's off map. It's probably a good, let's see, hour, 2 hours, maybe about 3 or 4 hour voyage by ship.
Okay. I mean that's pretty short.
Yeah, I mean it's just outside of the city. The city of
Yeah.
Skullport is like right beneath the city.
Uh-huh.
Because I mean Undermountain
We just had to do a little out and back to
exactly, yeah.
navigate the elevation. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember where. It has been so long since I have looked at this map.
We
Was
have
I
not
the
been
Vault
on it
of
in a minute.
Glory?
Yeah, wasn't it down
No.
here?
No, that was the priest who healed
That
us
was
for
the good-
free.
Yeah, that was the good people.
Did we ever end up going to that?
Oh, is
path,
that
or
not
did we
where you're
have to hide
from?
from the popo?
No, you guys did not go to that.
Oh, that's a bummer.
service. I thought it was over here, but maybe it's not.
I thought it was in like farther northwest of the yawning portal, but I don't remember how far.
Oh, well, you have it right here.
That's the
the
halls
Halls
of
of
justice.
Yeah, it's not the Halls of
Okay.
Justice. It should
These
be
are all named dollars
something like
saying it.
Saint something, I believe. I gotta remember. It's been so long. Give me a second to look at my notes.
We'd like to make our way there after we thank this captain.
Yeah. So what's have we done work for him, or what was the deal there? Did we do anything?
Helped drive the boat.
Did Elias have to swab the poop deck?
Mended the sails.
Actually, for the most part, you really didn't do much of anything. You kind of helped out on the ship here and there, but really the crew took care of most of the things, and you were all just kind of passengers.
Interesting.
Let's ask
I
him when he's heading back down.
Yep.
To be honest, I had not made plans yet. Are you looking to voyage back down to the city?
Yeah, pretty soon, I think. I think we may. Is there a good way to get a hold of you?
I will be on the ship, though this ship will be difficult for you to get to, but should you come and talk to one of my many employees on the Hellraiser or the Heartbreaker, come enjoy the fair, and once you are done, we can get you back to the ship and take a trip back down to the city, below the city.
Delightful. Thank you.
This has been the best trade deal in the history of trade deals, maybe ever.
It is always good to make a friend, no?
I
Oh,
quite agree.
Now he's speaking my language. We love friends. We work hard for friends.
And accidentally get them killed a lot.
Is this
You know,
a
in our
appropriate
defense,
contact?
we got Zarn all the way up here alive.
We did. We should be proud of us.
Like, honestly, the fact that Zarn isn't dead is an act of the Lord.
And
He's had a few close calls.
Yeah, speaking of that, Zarn does kind of ask, I was thinking of making my way back to the city once we get up here, but you all have been wonderful, and if there's ever anything I can ever do to repay you, please let me know.
Glad to help, buddy.
Yeah.
You would do us a big favor by staying.
Staying alive.
Yes, we are very,
Okay.
very happy you stayed alive. I was kind of worried about you a few times there.
Honestly, so was I. I'm not sure what came over me a few times there, but I'm glad I made it out, and that all of you did as well. For the most part, I guess. He kind of looks over at Zella.
Rip.
We're taking her and the girls to the temple, and we'll get this taken care of.
Right, the disease.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for saving my life and for keeping me alive all this time.
Until we meet again, friend.
Until we meet again.
And yeah, let's make our way to the temple and let Zarn go do his thing, and we'll
How long
head
was
back
Zarn
to...
frozen down there? It was a while, right?
Yes, it was quite a few years.
Does he have like employment prospects or
He's an effective fighter of some sort. He'll be all right.
just not dying is his speciality?
Are you asking, or?
I just,
think we know his
I want to know
speciality.
where I know we're not. I don't want to take him, out of the frying pan and throw him into the fire of starving in the City of Splendor's poor social programs. Get stuck in the gaps.
If he can help us fight an Aboleth and survive, he's gonna be fine on the surface. Like,
Yeah, he is more confident here than he is going back down to Undermountain with you all.
yeah.
Bye.
And we did our due diligence saving him.
Did he get any Hexblade levels while we were down there?
No, not quite.
It's okay. It's fine. Having a 3 warlock party would have been really cool, though.
You'll have to settle for a 2 warlock party.
Yep.
All right, and as you all are rowed up to the docks, Zarn does say his goodbyes and head off into the city. And I finally found where the marker is. It's hard because it's on the actual map and not a marker. It's typical, but it's over here towards the
All
northeast. It
right.
is the Hospice of St. Lopson, is where, and I guess you guys are kind of right. The Halls of Justice is the public one, but for your Elias, your direct stuff is the hospice itself.
Where's
Yep.
that?
It is
Can you
right
ping
here.
it? Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't see any marking.
Is it
That's
not
what he was
visible?
saying, is that there
It's
is no
on his map,
marking.
not ours.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's
Yeah,
not
so
even.
it's-
Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I was like,
My
there is no
bad.
marking there. That is just a building.
My
Yep.
bad.
So we'll make our way there and we'll get healing for our friends, and I will talk to Brother Caden as well.
And Ari, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay. What am I rolling a history check for, just out of curiosity?
I'll let you know if you do well. All right.
Is that well enough to know?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a religion check as well.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
All of the intelligence skills.
So yes, as you all begin to travel up, Elias leads you to this building, and you recognize it because of the history that is around it. At one point, when you were very young, barely a child, large swaths of the citizenry were infected with some sort of a plague, and most of them were able to recover with some clerical attention, but for some, the effects of this disease continued to linger and was quite resistant to the healing magic. Most people of the city would have nothing to do with these plague infected sufferers, and for fear of catching this plague anew. And so they decided to create a place for these lepers, and that's what this hospice was at one point, and all you know it to be.
Nice.
If anybody can cure them and deal with whatever Zella's dealing with, it will be here. The cost of doing so is not negligible, but they'll be fair. They won't charge more than the materials required to do such a thing. These are my people.
And as you open up the door to this place, you do find within that there are quite a few people who are sick on various cots and areas being tended to. You can see a few people there, and Elias, you immediately recognize a brother Wolf, a brother Edmund, and towards the back you do see brother Caden as well.
I will take my friends to one of the first, Wolf or Edmund, before I go talk to Caden myself. We'll explain what's going on, that Zella is currently dead but being sustained by this dagger, that the proper course of action might be a let her perish and revivify her, or try and remove that curse or something like that, and that the others need a very high level healing magic because we identified what the Aboleth disease was that Ari did, and how to go about taking care of that. And I'll leave it in their hands. They're more talented healers than I, and I have some discussion. And then I will go try and seek Brother Caden while they get cared for.
All right, and Brother Wolf kind of takes the three of you ladies and sits you down in an area, and begins to cast some various spells on you as he talks to Ari for details. And Elias, you go up and find Brother Caden.
Brother Caden, Brother Elias, it is good to see you again. Have you had any success on your quest?
Mild to moderate. I will start to discuss the various people I've talked to and things I found, and that I need to go and do more research. I need to go find one of the old libraries I remember, that I think that will be the key to tracking this down. That, because he knows my heritage as an archaeologist and a professor, right?
Mhm.
So after recounting my adventures and what's going on, I think I have some leads, but it will take a journey to go and look at the proper texts before I make my way back here and take another crack at it.
So you are leaving the quest of Undermountain behind for now. And what of your companions here?
I think I need to bid them farewell, and I'll find new adventurers to go back down once I know enough to know where to head from there. But I have some contacts I've made and have ways, once I get down into the cities and the undercities down there, of finding people to assist with going deeper and with the rest of the quest. But right now it is kind of fruitless to just be walking about. I don't think I'm in the right spot. I don't think I'm getting closer without more targeted research.
I understand. I suppose if that is the path that you have chosen, then and think that is what is best, then I will support you as you move forward.
I think so. I've gotten quite a bit more adept at speaking with the true face of war, and most of my dreams and meditations have led me to conclude that research is our fastest path forward.
It is few and far between where I find the restraint to do such a thing, but I do recognize its benefits. If that is what you believe should be done, then let it be. Do you require any assets to assist you to pay for your journey? Largely?
I've acquired plenty of cash down there in gold. I will take what I need for the journey, and I will leave my friends with the significant fortune that we have uncovered, and let them continue their quests.
Very well. I wish you safe travels then, and success in your search for information.
All right, I will stop by here before I descend back into Undermountain on my next excursion.
He gives a nod, and by the time you make your way back over to where the clerics are attending to your friends, it looks like each of them will require a pretty substantial healing spell. Between myself, Brother Caden, and Edmund, we should be able to suffice. The typical cost for members for something like this is on the realm of around 75 gold pieces apiece.
Of course. And we'll fork over the money and say thank you.
And as you do, the clerics do cast the spell, relieving you all of the translucency and slime to your skin, And if you want to go ahead and mark off 225 gold pieces.
Does that also take care of Zella's thing?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
The cleric does look over at Zella. Unfortunately, your ailment seems to be a bit more substantial. I believe that with a few spells we may be able to lessen the impact, but your soul seems to be bound to this blade. And should we try to remove it, you will pass on. If this were to happen, there's no guarantee that we could bring you back, and even if we did attempt such a thing, it would be quite expensive.
I find quite expensive because we're low-key rich.
Well, first off, we would have to find diamonds of substantial size.
Ooh.
You're looking at easily thousands of gold pieces worth of to find a diamond large enough.
But you could mitigate the severity of it and make it so she's stable
Indeed.
and isn't bound to be holding it at all times to live.
Yes, she will always need to be attuned to it in a way, but I believe that we could, with some removals of curses as well as enhancements to the weapon, for a few hundred gold pieces, we could make it so that as long as it was within a close proximity of her person, it would still have the ability to control her body. Well, she would have the ability to control her body, meaning that she could at least let go of the blade, as long as she didn't lose it.
Excellent. When consulted, the god said that her salvation was in this blade, so I'm comfortable keeping her bound to it. In that sense, let's go ahead and gather whatever's needed. Thank you.
All right, and if you mark off another 20 gold pieces, they do perform the proper enhancements and removals of curses, so that Zella, I almost said Lorella. Wow.
That's a long time. Blast from Yell Pasto.
But Zella, yeah, you are able to function normally as long as the blade is within 10 feet of you. And you can now use the other property of the blade as long as you return it by the start of your next turn. So within that range, so you can send it out and then pull it back.
Alright, cool. I will let her know she had to deal with something real quick.
Oh, yeah. Sure thing, and I'll update those details on the item sheet as well, so she knows.
Excellent. Thank you.
Perfect.
And to the rest of you, I have some sad news and some happy news actually. That happy news, you're not gonna have to deal with me for the foreseeable future. That oh fuck, what did I do? Oh my gosh.
We can still hear
I
you.
screwed roll 20 up.
That's alright. We shouldn't need roll 20 anymore tonight.
Okay. The happy news is that you guys won't have to deal with my absurdities any longer. The sad news is I have to go and do some work.
What's pulling you away? I thought you were eager to get back down.
It has to do with some research and some responsibilities. I definitely called in some favors coming in and getting things taken care of, and I need to pursue some of my own work in response to make up for such a thing. And that work currently takes me above ground and to some old libraries actually. You're welcome to accompany me if you really want to, but I don't think it will further any of your goals. I am happy to donate the majority share of the treasure that we have amassed to you guys in return. I need but 20 gold in traveling expenses to go do my work, and everything else is yours. I bid you all a fond farewell, and perhaps I will see you again as friends and comrades in the future.
Been chat for Brother Elias. Gone but not forgotten.
All right, and for the rest of you, where are you headed?
We have a shit ton of money, right?
You've got quite a bit, yeah. Did Elias? Did you mark off the 425 gold?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, you already marked that off? Jesus, yeah,
Yeah.
we are fucking rich.
I pulled our loot. I deposited all of my loot except for the 20 I was taking, all of my gold, and I left.
Cool.
So
your
loot tab is up to date.
Hell yeah. So,
I'm keeping my fun shield though because that's the core
That's
of my
fair.
character. You guys can fuck off on that one.
can I have your plate armor now?
No.
You can go pick up your own.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have your own waiting for you.
It's not about the plate armor. It's about sending a message.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Joke's on you for not making your character background a soldier in a major institution.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say raw. There's no way to have plate at level 1 or 3,
level
whatever
3.
we were. I'm gonna say raw. It's still probably pretty sus. But if I knew I could just bitch at Austin enough and he'd give it to me, then I would have done that.
What do you
It
think
is
you
what it
did?
is.
Yeah, you found random plate armor to get fitted because you whined.
Yeah, and then how many levels have we gone without me having that plate armor, Joe?
Anyway.
Like 3.
Anyway.
At least 4.
In a desire to get said plate armor, the rest of you do head back towards the yawning portal to try and find Davil. And Davil is not able to be found, but the tavern keep, Durnan, does recognize you all and let Ari know that his plate armor has been deposited and left for you. And so that is handed over, and you all do take a rest within the portal and prepare to set out on the next morn.
AC 21.
That is where we'll end off for the night as we prepare to head back down into.
Oh, you sure you
into
don't want
Undermountain.
to see if they want to recruit somebody?
We'll do that at the beginning of the next session if that's all right.
That
Yeah,
works.
it's already pretty late.
All right. Well, then we will catch up with everybody then, and we'll see you next week.
Dope.